Good morning, Hornets, and welcome to your daily dose of BGSN.
Today we're going to take a look at people's favorite thing about BGSN, the coffee house, and get you hyped for tonight's sectionals.
But first, here's Garrett with this weekend's weather.
Thanks, Bree. This weekend we'll be looking sunny with little to no clouds, with today being a high of 47 and a low of 28 with a 0% chance of rain. Tomorrow we will have a high of 48 and a low of 27 with little to no chance of rain, only having about a 10%. Sunday will be the warmest day of this weekend, having a high of 52 and a low of 33 with no chance of rain. And coming back on Monday, make sure to bring your umbrellas because we have a high of 60% chance of rain with a high of 52 and a low of 39. That is all for this weekend's weather. Back to you guys at the desk.
Now I'm very excited to throw it over to my good buddy Joe Marcials for today's sports segment.
Beach Grove plays in the semifinals of the sectional tonight, but we'll get to that in a second. This past month in February, Kenneth Washington received a scholarship. I talked to him and got more on this huge accomplishment.
This past month, one of our very own Hornets, Kenneth Washington, received a scholarship to Indiana University South Bend. I have more on the story with Kenneth Washington and how Beach Grove has helped shape him into the person he is today.
Indiana University of South Bend.
All right, and how has Beach Grove helped you become a better basketball player and better person?
Well, being at Beach Grove overall has helped me become more responsible and more accountable for myself, and I think that's going to help me a lot in college.
He will be joining a former Hornet in Dylan Allen. I asked Kenny, how would it feel to be playing with someone you know and are comfortable with?
Yeah, a little bit. You know, I played with Dylan for a couple of years here at Beach Grove, and then being able to go back up there and play with him again, it'd be fun. You know, it was a lot of fun playing with Dylan.
All right, thank you.
That's all from me, Joe Marcials at BGSN.
All right, the Big Ten tournament started on Wednesday, and a lot of explosive games have been taking place. Last night, Indiana lost to Rutgers 76-69. Today at noon, Michigan State takes on Wisconsin. At 6:30 today, Ohio State takes on Penn State, and 25 minutes after the end of the Ohio State game, Rutgers will play Purdue for the final game of the night. There will be two semifinal games tomorrow, and the championship game will take place on Sunday. Notre Dame and Butler both play important games in the near future. Butler plays Seton Hall tomorrow night at 8 and need this win to distance themselves from the tournament bubble. Meanwhile, the Notre Dame Irish will play number 1 Virginia. Notre Dame is also on the outside looking in for the NCAA tournament. Speaking of Notre Dame, their hockey team is actually a member of the Big Ten, and they will play in the semifinals of the Big Ten's hockey tournament that takes place at Compton Family Ice Arena on March 10th. The NFL Combine is taking place this weekend at Lucas Oil Stadium. Today, the running backs, offensive linemen, kickers, and special teams work out. The quarterbacks, wide receivers, and tight ends work out on Saturday. Defensive linemen and linebackers work out on Sunday, and finally, defensive backs work out on Monday. And don't forget, tonight is the semifinals of the boys basketball sectional. Beach Grove will take on Manual at 6 at 7:30.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you ready? You ready? Guys, tonight, Beach Grove's taking on Manual, all right? We're going to have a huge student section. Get Joe Mar hyped. I'm bringing the pizza. You guys wear your best fraternity / what was it called? Prep wear. And we're going to get hyped, right, Joe?
Yes, sir.
You ready to win this game?
Yes,
boys?
sir.
Let's go. Let's go.
Go.
Yeah! Let's get it.
You have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. Are you hearing me? You have to get to a place where you become comfortable with being uncomfortable. So number one, I need you to be real with yourself. Where am I? Right? Where am I? Right? Just be real. Am I lazy? Right? Am I not motivated? Right? Am I a starter? Am I not a finisher? What am I? And you got to know your limits. You got to know who you are, because once you know your limits, you can test your limits. You got to be comfortable with hitting the wall. If I got any runners out there, any fighters out there, any athletes out there, anybody that's ever stretched the limits, you know that in order to get to the zone, you got to hit that wall first. You got to hit that brick wall first. What does that mean? You got to be honest with yourself first about where you are, all right? You have not done by
Kenny Washington steals it. The steal. Kenny Washington puts it in. Kenny Washington said, let me see it, and just... Ooh. Dog down low to Hess. Ooh.
Back to you guys at the desk.
See you tonight.
To show your friends some hidden talents, or maybe you would just like to see some of your other peers perform. I have something you may be interested in.
The Beech Grove Drama Department is hosting another coffee house this year. This coffee house is Thursday, March 8th at 7 p.m. I caught up with co-producer Elizabeth Pick to tell us a little more on pricing and what it's like.
Yes, we did a coffee house last year, and it was a great turnout, and the drama class produced it. And then in years before I was in high school, they also did a few coffee houses. If you want to sign up for the coffee house, you can email either myself, my email is elizabethpick, P-I-C-H, at BGCS, or Mackenzie Martin at BGCS, or Mr. A. Bush at BGCS, or you can come to Mr. Bush's room and sign up outside of his door or on his whiteboard. He has sign-up sheets. It's $2 per act to act in the coffee house, and all you have to do is really put your name on it, and then there's going to be a rehearsal next week on Wednesday before the coffee house, so you'll have to attend that, and then you'll just show up at the coffee house and perform as well. And we take any acts. You can sing, dance, act, do improv, do a monologue, really anything you want to do. It's basically just a compilation of like all the talent we have at our school.
From BGHS, I'm Brianna for BGSN.
Today I went out and asked some students what their favorite thing about BGSN is. Here I am with more on the story. Today I went out and found 4 people to talk to about their favorite thing about BGSN.
My favorite thing about BGSN is that it's not like a traditional class where I have to go sit in the classroom and like be forced to do a certain thing, where I can go and like kind of put like my own piece on what I want to do and like do what I want to do instead of being forced to do something that I don't want to do.
My favorite thing about BGSN is like just being able to see like all my friends and stuff, because like Mark Hickey's my real good friend, and so it's like Josh and people like that, just seeing them up there like having fun and stuff, it just makes you see that school's not always like a serious place, like it can be fun sometimes.
What I like about the Beech Grove Student News is that it makes me aware of things I didn't know, so I'm able to attend events and shows and stuff.
What I like about the Beech Grove Student News is the weather, I guess, because I really like to know what it's like outside so I can plan my afternoon events.
BGSN is getting better and better every single day. We want everybody to be proud of the student news that we have going on at this school. This has been Ethan Dowling from BGSN. Back to you guys at the desk.
Olympic gold medalist Ali Rezem has filed a lawsuit against the U.S. Olympic Committee and USA Gymnastics due to the Larry Nassar sex abuse case. Nassar had pled guilty to 175 years of imprisonment for 7 counts of sexual misconduct in the first degree. Rezem has called for an independent investigation of the USOC and the USA Gymnastics by federal authorities. She said that her highest priority has been to push for change so future generations of athletes will be safer.
The soon-to-be Britain princess, Meghan Markle, has made a statement to hit the ground running for empowering the women of the UK. She made her first appearance at the Make the Difference Together forum. Meghan has said that there is no better time to shine a light on women feeling empowered and people really helping to support men included. She referred to Me Too and Time's Up movements. She will start her charitable foundation that helps empower women. That's all for today.
Teachers, don't forget to hit the subscribe bell icon and follow us on social media at BG Student News.
I'm Ethan.
And I'm Bree. Have a fantastic Friday, Hornets.